Welcome to my class. Today we are going to see the capital budgeting. Capital budgeting is a company formal process used for evaluating potential expenditures or investment that are significant in amount. It involves the decision to investment the current funds for addition, disposition, modification or replacement of fixed asset. The large expenditure includes the purchase of fixed asset like land and building, new equipment, rebuilding or replacing existing equipments, research and development, etc. The large amounts spent for these type of projects are known as capital expenditures. It is a tool for maximizing the company future profits since the most companies are able to manage only a limited number of or a large projects at any one time. Capital budgeting process next. Project identification and generation. This is the first step toward a capital budgeting is to generate a proposal for an investment. There could be a various reason for taking a investment in a business. It could be a addition of a new product line or expanding the existing one. It could be a proposal to either increase the productions or reduce the cost of outputs. And the next project screening and evaluation. This is the second step. It's mainly involves selecting all correct criteria to judge the desirability of a proposal. This has to match the objective of the firm is to maximize its market value. The tool of time value of money comes handy in this step. The total cash inflow and outflow along with the uncertainties and risk associated with the a proposal has to be analyzed through and appropriately provisioning has to be done by, for the same. Then third step is a project selection. No such defined method for a selection proposal for a investment as a different business have a different requirements. The approval of an investment proposal is done based on the selection criteria and the screening process which is defined for every firm keeping in mind the objectives of the investment being undertaken. Then capital budgeting methods. Payback period method it's the first step. As the name of suggests, this method refers to the period in which the proposal will generate a cash to recover the initial investment made. It's purely emphasized on the cash flow inflows, economic life of the project, and investment made in the project with no considerations to the time value of money. Through this method, a selection of a proposal is based on the earning capacity of the project. With a simple calculation, a selection or rejections of the project can be done with the result that will be help hedge the risk involved. A payback period method formula was a payback period equal to cash outlay investment slash annual cash inflow. Then second, accounting rate of return method, ARR method. Accounting rate of return is expressed as a percentage of the earnings of the investment in a particular project. It works on the criteria that any project having a ARR higher than the minimum rate established by the management will be considered and those below the predetermined rate are projected rejected. This method takes into account the entire economic life of a project, providing the better means of comparison. It also ensures the compensation of a expected profitability of a project through the concept of net earnings. Accounting rate of return equal to average income slash average investment. The next method, discounted cash flow method. This method is a technique calculates that cash inflow and outflow through the life of asset. These are undiscounted through the discounting factor. The discounted cash inflow and outflows are when the compared. This technique takes into account the interest rate factor and return after payback period. Present value method. It's a NPV method. It's one of the widely used methods for evaluating a capital investment proposal. In this technique, cash inflow that is expected at different periods of a time, it is discounted at a particular rate. The present values of the cash inflows are compared to the original investment. If the difference between them positive and then is accepted or otherwise is rejected. This method considers the time value of money and it's consistent with the objective of maximizing projects for the owners. NPV formula NPV equal to a present value benefits minus a present value of cost. Then next, internal rate of return. It's called a IRR method. It is defined as the rate at which net present value of the investment is zero. The discounted cash inflow is equal to the discounted cash outflow. This method also considers the time value of money. It tries to arrive to a rate of interest at which funds invested in the project could be repaid out of the cash inflow. If IRR greater than WACC, then project is profitable. If IRR greater than K, it's acceptable, and greater than K, reject. Then next method, a profitability index method. It's called a PI method. The ratio present value of the future cash benefits at the record rate of return to the initial cash outflow of the investment. It may gross or net. Net being a simply gross minus one. The formula to calculate the profitability index PI or benefit cost PC ratio as follows as a PI equal to PV cash inflow slash initial cash outlay. All project with a PI greater than 1.0 is accepted. Then final method is a certainly equivalent coefficient. This approach is dealing with the risk of capital budgeting context. It involves the expressing risk future cash flow in terms of the certain cash flow, which could be considered by the decision maker as their equivalent. The decision maker would be indifferent between a risky amount and the riskless amount considered to be its equivalent. Then thank you.